Hey, dude, you're looking sharp as hell, man. I appreciate it. That's awesome. It's good. We were just talking. I was showing your website here a second ago, just talking about through. I was talking about Space City a little bit, but we're going to get into all those, and we're going to talk obviously more about Galaxy Atmosphere. You got a lot of people in the chat here that are supporting and loving you, and yeah, Lizzie's taking shots at me about being so unprofessional with my timing. Sorry about that. but but I'm going to shut up for a second, my guy, and introduce you. This is Mr. Henry Green, who is the owner and founder and perfumer and creator of Verde Fragrances, which I have smelled, I think, six of them already, and they're wonderful. And I'm so glad to have him on here because I love his story. We're going to get into his story tonight. So, Mr. Green, why don't you start by introducing yourself a little bit to everybody? Talk a little bit about how you got into this fragrance space, and let's just kind of go from there.
Okay. Well, it just started out with being creative. My name is Henry Green. So if anybody don't know that, I am Henry Green. If you followed me in the beginning, you would know that my page didn't say La Verde Fragrances. I had a separate business page. I changed the business page here. That started. It's just got so much traction here because I always promoted here, and it's now La Verde Fragrances. But I am Henry, the owner, CEO, the perfumer here at La Verde Fragrances. So, all right, let's get into. I got some stuff here.
Oh, I love.
Um, so this is Mother Earth. This was my first ever creation. Okay, I changed my bottle so it can look nice. So
It looks
just
real nice.
just for the I just did something with it. I just a little messing with stuff. But yeah, this is a meditation vibe. I suffered from PTSD in the past, real bad. So this is something that I created for that cause. And my second fragrance is, as you all know, Space City. And it started out with a different bottle. Um, it started out with this bottle.
Oh, I've never seen that one. I had not seen that one.
Yeah, this is what I started with, different logo, everything. What's going on, y'all in the chat? I see you. Yes, I started out with that. I am from Houston, Texas. I currently live in Phoenix, Arizona, but I'm a Houston native, born and raised. That hence the name Space City. And my name is actually my fragrance company is Lee Green. Henry Lee Green is my name. So Le Verde, Lee Verde, and it's a different language. But yeah, that's how I came up with it one day. I hung around a lot of Hispanics, so
I was
that's,
I was kind
that's
of I was wondering how you came up with that. I thought that was a great story when you told me on the phone. We talked one day, and you're like, "Oh yeah, my last name's Green and Laverde, and the color green, yeah, in Spanish." And I don't know, I thought it was great. I love the nod to that and how that all played out. So that's pretty cool that you chose that.
yeah. That's where it came from. I served in the military, Marine Corps, but that's another story. But not a whole, I didn't do 30 years, 40 years, nothing like that. Just did my little time, man. But it was difficult for me, and then life was difficult as well. That's what brought on the PTSD and all that stuff.
Well,
So,
that's what I was kind of
but I
wondering
mean,
because that's what got you into this, right? I mean, you used fragrance as a bit of a therapy and a meditation in a sense, and that's kind of what got you in it. Did you know that that was going to be something that was helpful for you, or was that just kind of something that you were just looking for something to help, and you found out that helped?
I was actually looking for something to help with that, and actually, um, a friend of mine told me this too. That you do fragrance therapy, and that's what they said. This guy told me this. And I just started playing around with essential oils and actually came up with a fragrance, Mother Earth, that like was soothing. It was fun. It was like, wow. And I spent more time learning in it. I spent more time studying for, the chemicals, the aroma chemicals that I can use, the aldehydes, and got deeper and deeper into learning what I can do with the perfumes. So after that, Mother Earth was created, and it went from there.
That is so cool. So was Mother Earth your first fragrance? That's what I couldn't. Was that the first one you came out with?
No, I didn't come out with it. Actually, I came out with Space City first, but the first creation was indeed Mother Earth.
So I'm going to show this right now just so people can see the notes on this one. So Mother Earth, again, you got these top notes, right? Patchouli, neroli, you got vanilla in it, you got this strawberry rose and this base of sandalwood. What was it about this kind of profile that just appealed to you? Was it just calming? Is that kind of what kind of tell us a little bit more about kind of what why you came up and it landed here?
The patchouli is an earthy feel. The neroli is a calming. The Madagascar vanilla is like the motherland. So it comes from, meditation, the vibe. I wanted to add that sweet into it so it won't be so rough on people. But I liked it like it was in the beginning. That rose is a rose accord that I built, dedicated this to my grandmother, and that has to do with Dust of Eden, and that's a part of Dust of Eden as well. That rose accord, the sandalwood, you already know that's straight up meditative. That's something that people use to pray with, you know. So that's the notes in these are just the perfect combination for meditation. I just didn't use nag champa. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? That's the only thing that's missing.
Yeah, I mean, I love it because we got some people in the chat here already talking about it that have smelled it, and they talk about it being tranquility and comfort in a body and or in a bottle. And Fogier physicians in here too, and that's how I first learned about you was from Doc. Doc was talking about your fragrances. He supports American made fragrances and was talking about them, and that's how I learned about Space City. And I know he's been very supportive too. But you were talking about Dust of Eden. This one is beautiful, man. Too. I really this one. Yeah, there it is, and that rose is just beautiful. But it also is kind of balanced out with that coconut and neroli and that base of vanilla. So I'm just kind of curious on the story. You said this one was really your grandmother scent, right? It kind of the rose kind of helped remind you of that. Maybe you could tell that story a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, so she had a rose garden. She loved rose bushes and all that. She loved roses, period. This is a person that had everything to do with roses, the white roses, the green roses. I mean, I don't know if it's a green rose, but at the same time, I made this bottle for my wife.
Oh, that's awesome.
But yeah, all right, so the backstory about why I did this for my grandmother. My grandmother raised me. So I tell everybody this story, man. She raised me from a kid. My mom didn't raise me, she did. She was my mother. So 2002, after leaving the military, um, she passed. And it was just like right at the end. And she so happened to pass on July the 4th of 2002. And my birthday landed on July the 12th. And I had to bury her on my birthday.
Mm.
So that was detrimental for me. It was a life-changing experience. I still live with that to this day. So I had to dedicate something to her. I had to do something to keep her. Her name starts with E. So it's not Eden, but it starts with E. Okay, so that's what I wanted to do for her.
I love
That
that.
was my
And the thing I love about it so much, I think, Henry, is that like I often think like I have these like grand ideas, like, oh man, I would love to be a perfumer, knowing there's no way in hell I could ever be, like it would take a lot for me to get there. But I think about like how cool it would be to dedicate things like that and kind of create different nods to people or different memories. Cause we know that fragrance is so tied to memory. To be able to create your own things like that kind of will live forever. And and like how many other people are going to have these fragrances in their lives that are going to be creating their own memories that you kind of helped, solidify. It's like her memory lives on through fragrance in ways that you and she maybe will never know, except from above, right? And I just think that's just beautiful. I don't know. I love the fact that you've done this.
The funny thing is, man, when I created it, I can feel her aura, man. Like when I created it, and also like you saw me just pull from behind here. Her picture is like always sitting here in front of me while I'm creating something. So this is my grandmother, y'all.
That is wonderful. She'd be so damn proud of you. I know she would. I don't know the lady, but I know she raised an awesome guy. And I know she'd be proud of what you've done, man. That is freaking amazing. Hey, if you guys are not following La Verde right now, I want you to make sure that you follow him. I want to make sure that you check out his SITE that we've just been talking about. Two things I want you to know about tonight. Bunch of things. One, I would love for you to consider getting a sample set of the fragrances so you can smell these for yourself. There's definitely on his SITE, and they're right there. You can see those; they are beautiful. Definitely do that. The other thing I would encourage you to do is if you're interested in supporting the new WT edition fragrance, it's out today and pre-sale. I know they're waiting for the bottles for that. It's called Galaxy Atmosphere, and I think they're about halfway sold out already. So, oh, there's the big bottle. Yeah, so about halfway sold out. So there's not much time to get this. I'm going to show the notes real quick, like I did the other ones, just so that you guys can see it. And then while I'm doing that, Laverne, maybe you could talk a little bit about it.
Yeah, thank you for not asking me because I'm so ready though. I am ready, but I appreciate that. So it has bergamot. Hold on one second, it's loading. I got it. It has bergamot, blood orange, mandarin, pink pepper, tiara flower, neroli, jasmine, orange blossom, white musk, vanilla, and sandalwood in this fragrance. It opens up light and smooth, but it brings out all of everything in the dry down, everything you want in the dry down. I mean, it's so awesome, man. And it's crazy because it start projecting towards the middle and it carries. That's the difference between this fragrance. I've been working on this one since January this year when we talked about it. We didn't even tell people we weren't gonna tell people, but I've been working on this since January.
The thing I love about it, is that I talked to him today a little bit and just asked him how it was going. He said, "Hey, look, you told me there were about, yeah, half the bottles are pretty much sold right now," and he was like, and so I was congratulating him on that, and he said, "No, he says like no," he's like, "I don't," he goes, "I am so proud of Henry," is what he said. Because this is some of his best work. He said, "I am so like he didn't even talk about like his part of it. Like he was just so proud of what you did to create this fragrance and how great it is. I mean, and I know when that guy says that stuff, he means it. And so I don't know. I know you don't need to hear that. I know you're probably embarrassed I'm even saying that, but it's really cool, man. I'm really excited to get it in. I can't wait.
Hey, WT, man.
Yeah, there you go. There, even better, even better. Thank you. That
Hey,
feels
man,
better. That feels better to all of us now.
people will probably wonder why I chose to even like agree to doing a collab with WT. So me and him are so much alike, man. He's like the white version of me. At the same time, we've been through certain like the same type of things in life. This guy, we've talked over the phone multiple times before we even talked about a collab. That's how good it got with this dude, man. He's a wonderful person, man. And when he asked about it, when he one time he was like, "Hey, man, one day I want to do my own thing," and I was like, "Say, man, shit, maybe it'd be cool." I said, "If you want to learn something about perfume, we can do this." Oh, no, I don't have time for that shit. I gotta work, this. But at the same time, I don't know mind teaching people if they want to learn. But he just asked me, what you think about doing a fragrance for me? I'll pay you. And I said, all right, this let's do it. Other people would charge him probably, I don't know, man. Ain't no telling what they'll
Oh,
charge.
who knows? Yeah, I can't even imagine. It'd be a lot, I'm sure.
Yeah, I didn't hit him over the head. I said, just buy the materials and stuff, man. We can work it out. You know what I'm saying? We end up working it out. Hell with the materials and the bottles, honestly, that's pretty much what happened. Throw me some little whatever, whatever. It'll be fun doing it. And I wouldn't mind representing this guy.
Well, and I also love it
Um,
because it probably exposes you to some new people too, which they're going to find out when they order your sample set. They're going to find out once they get this and they try other things how great it is. I hope it even leads to even more people discovering and buying bottles from you. I hope people will do that. I think that'll be honest. Honestly, I think that'll be great for everybody.
I hope so, man, because I got some bangers. If you didn't know, you know. And I'm in my lab right now. That's why I got the lab coat on, not just for show, you know what I'm saying? Look good though. But
Well, you are a chemist, my friend. I mean, I saw the lab. We were actually on a live last night for those of you that were here. And first off, congratulations because it was so fun to see. He's not only a perfumer, but he's also a hell of a griller. And well, not a smoker. I don't even say griller, but he's a hell of a cook. He was out there smoking some brisket for his daughter who graduated high school yesterday. So Congratulations on that. And he was showing us the lab. He had everything out there, all the bottles, all the, everything right there. And he really showed us kind of how much he gets into it. And I was blown away. I was just so impressed by it. So kudos to you, man, on all kinds of fronts. On yeah, I'm expecting some of that brisket in the mail with my next bottle purchase, by the way.
Well, I don't know, man. I had the Ziploc, freezer, so I don't know how to do.
No, I got you completely. But no, and the passion that sensational dad posted in here, and he was so right. And that's why people love small batch independent perfumers, right? Because that art and that passion and that personal is right there behind it. And uh him, he's still waiting on their brisket. So, we got everybody's in here talking about brisket now, man.
Then we gonna have to take a trip.
So let me ask you this: which fragrance of the ones? I mean, I'm asking you to choose one of your babies, but like, which one are you feeling the most right now? That when I talk about, you've got a couple other new ones out too. We haven't talked about Zion's Gold yet, and we haven't talked about Ooze. I think another one. So what? Yeah, tell me what. You want to talk about Zion's Gold? Let's do it.
We can go with the Zion's Gold. Let me bring up all the notes. I want to get everybody because I always just talk about the Panango. If anybody know, you know. This one has mango, pineapple, lemon, ginger, red berries, coumarin, jasmine, cedar. The base is musk, arganwood, tonka bean, and it adds vanilla to give it that creamy drawdown. This one here, oh man, I wear this faithfully.
Yeah.
Just like y'all like it, I like it. Everybody that talks about it, they can't get enough of it. Gabriel, he's in the chat. He made me sell him 100 mil. And I said, maybe he made me sell it to him. But I did. I didn't care. I was just joking. Yeah. But he needed it. I was always something that I wear on a daily. Next to Divine Indulgence, I wear Divine Indulgence. But this fragrance, man, I had to add the biblical to it. Okay, the concept of Zion's hold a significant place in the biblical theology, symbolizing the city of Jerusalem, the dwelling place of God. So this here, everything has to have a meaning, especially when I'm putting my name on it. It has to have some kind of substance, some kind of gravitation to it that might relate to you. It can mean you're strong. It can mean you want to be something in life. You want to be that guy that's going to take charge of what you have going on, whatever that may be.
I love that, and the thing I love about Zion's Gold too is, I feel like it's something that is so versatile too. Like I feel like you can wear it in so many different places. Like I feel like it dresses up, it dresses down, it can be casual, it can be. I feel like you can do so much with it, and I guess, and it kind of goes. I never even thought about it, but it kind of goes into that. It kind of goes into that story you've talked about, right? About just kind of the scent of paradise, like just like you say on the website, right? Like it's that uplifting scent profile. It's beautiful.
It is. I mean, when I created, I've been working on that one. I think it took me 7 months to actually get that down to where I wanted it. And when I first did it, it had that ginger that the ginger was a little too bitter. It was offset. The CO2 wasn't right. You use this. Where is that? What is this? Ginger top note. This
Oh
is
yeah.
right here. And a little bit goes a long way. And Hemi taught me how to do the.
Oh, I think you're muted there for a second. Are you back there, Laverde? Ah, did you guys hear him or try one more time? Unmute it there. I think Are you still muted there? There we
There
go.
we go.
Now we got you. Now we got you. All right, we're good now. Go ahead.
Yeah, my alarm went off because I set an alarm to come on here. That's what happened.
My fault again. My fault again, Henry.
Right.
Uh,
It's all good, y'all. But yeah, what part did I leave off on? I don't know where I left.
You were talking about Zion's Gold, about how you put the ginger in it. I think was you put the ginger. You said a little bit goes a long way, and somebody taught you about that.
Hear me right there in the chat. Yeah, he's talking about diluting it down, but I want to use my grams. I just want to use a little bit. But I dilute it because that shit is expensive, man.
Isn't it funny? Like, what's the most expensive note that you found that you didn't
Do I
think would
put
be
water in there
expensive?
for wood? Actually, I got it. I got a little bit of it. It's actually Ambrox Super is one of them, and Ambrox Super is $80 for a little small thing.
Wow.
But it's another note. It's another accord. I mean, that is very
Well, yeah,
expensive.
oud. I know oud is super expensive, like real oud for sure.
It depends on what oud you're getting. Okay, so this was very expensive. Hexanol is very expensive. Um, I had to get a small one. I honestly I thought I was getting a bigger one when I ordered it, and it just came out like that.
Yeah, Himi was talking about florals being expensive, and I guess it makes sense. I was watching a video the other day about how many flowers it takes to extract an oil to be able to use. I mean, it is like thousands and thousands and millions of different florals to be able to create that oil.
Well, it depends on how you're doing it too. At the same time, it's different forms of perfumery, and if you can get that note out of the perfume in a way that they used to do it back in the day before distilling it, then yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that Beta Terra flower was it was expensive as well.
That's so
So
cool. So I gotta
I
ask you
think
this
I
question because I've been thinking about this. So as a guy who I have two daughters, they're younger than you. Thank you for the hat. I appreciate it. WT. He's doing this to screenshot us. I know that's what he's doing. He's sending us these funny hats and he's screenshotting it to use against us later. We'll get you back. Don't you worry. But no, the so as a guy, I've got two daughters, my guy, and so they're younger than your daughter. Your daughter's obviously finishing up high school. And I'm curious because they always make fun of me for like loving perfume and doing all this stuff. You gotcha. So what do you think of what are your family? What do they think of you doing this?
they like it because they get the free perfumes. And on top of that, but they interested. Like my son likes it because he can smell a little better than what his room does. And then my actually when it came down to Mother Earth, my daughter named it. My daughter Angel, she named Mother Earth.
Wow.
And that was like I said, that was the first one. And she named it. So they like interested in what I'm doing, man, when they have time to be around old man.
I get it. I get it. Well, I love that. I love that I mean, it's kind of a they should be. They should be. They should hopefully as they get older too, they'll realize how cool that is. That everybody does this. So yeah, it's really cool. What's up, Aventus Snob? What's going on? What's going on, McBroom? Good to see everybody in the chat. We do see all you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thanks for all the gifts too. That's so nice. For those of you that don't know, we've got Mr. Henry Green here, and he is the man behind La Verde Fragrances. He does everything with that brand, and he's partnered with WT on a bottle, but then he's got his own collection. If you've not smelled it, definitely check out his site. Show that. So oh, there you go. So that's the WT collab right there. Oh, that's cool. That's Galaxy Atmosphere. There are a few bottles left. I don't know how many have already sold, but I'm telling you, if you want a bottle, you're gonna run out of time. So get on the SITE and get that thing pre-ordered because we're definitely going to be running out of that soon. It's a small batch order. Probably won't be the last batch if everything goes well, but I know that's one. But there's a lot of other things to sample from La Verde's line, so make sure you pick up a sample set so you can get your nose on it. We're pro sampling here, but I feel so wonderful about saying that because I know that you're going to pick up a bottle after you sample it. So it's gonna be good. So you got to tell me a little bit, Henry. So where are you headed? Like, what's like? Have you thought about this a little bit about kind of what's like where you're going to go? Like, do you want to have a catalog of 50 fragrances? Do you want to keep it kind of more manageable? Like, what's the future look like? As much as any of us know.
I want to keep building because I got more coming. This is like not the only drop I got that's gonna come out. I got one that's called hold on, I gotta get the picture. The Chosen Noir.
You
Can
said
you hear me?
The Chosen?
The Chosen Noir.
Okay.
That one is gonna be something serious. It's gonna replace the Watermelon Apple Bliss. That's what I'm going for with that.
That's
I
awesome.
gotta get I gotta get the full notes here. My memory isn't like I'll be sitting there saying all kind of crap. So don't
Brother, I don't know how you keep any of that stuff straight because, like, I sit here and try to think of notes and fragrances myself, and I'm not the one creating it like you are, and, like, my brain, like, there's no way I can remember all those things.
I got the laptop. I can remember my first ones, like Space City and all those, you know, but as far as, you know, the new ones go, I'm not remembering those. Because I've said them so many times. It's like, you know, it's like a typewriter, recorder, because I done spoke about it so many times to where I can just say it off the bat. Italian bergamot, cardamom, you know, sandalwood, tonka bean, you know, that's Space City. You know what I'm saying? So let me pull
Spa
this up real.
Space City, I mean, I guess while you're pulling that up, I mean, were you shocked about how much that took off as far as being such a crowd pleaser? I mean, it seems like people really have gravitated to that one. And
Yeah.
obviously it's named after your beloved Houston, which I think is cool too. But did you think that one was going to take off the way it did?
Not really, man. I didn't. I mean, I had high hopes, you know, that it's doing like it's doing, but not really. But I mean, that one took a while to make. Like, I had high hopes though, but I wasn't expecting the traction that it's getting for that being the top seller. You know what I mean? But
Yeah. I mean, people are like, I'm looking at just the reviews on your website. And like, somebody's on here talking about how they're very picky about their fragrances they wear. And if it's not the top of the top, like they're not going to buy it. And they fell in love with Space City. And they talk about how it is. And I've smelled it myself. I've got a bottle not too far. I should have brought it over here, but it's Blonde by Safe for sure. And it's definitely worth it. And I love seeing the reviews of people that are also experiencing it. And I think he's got an OG bottle too. He's got one of the first
yeah,
bottles. So that's even better.
who was that?
I think it was Scott.
Scott, yeah, oh yeah, Scott got a custom bottle, man. He got the OG, he got the custom. He even bought, I think he even bought the little 10 mils that I had too.
That's cool.
But been supporting me from day one, man. Even when I had these type of bottles, like this
Oh,
type of stuff.
yeah, I've never even seen one of those. Seen any of your fragrances in one of those.
Like if you scroll down my timeline, you'll see how far I came. I even had 50 mils at one point, and the 50 mils looked like this.
Oh,
And I found a lot of them. I actually went in my closet and I found a bunch of them. So yeah, they might come back out. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah. So
I don't know.
like when you think about this, like being a perfumer, like it's not like there's a big learning curve, like you've talked about a little bit, like you've taught yourself a lot. What's the hardest thing about this that has been for you? Like what is the biggest thing that's been surprising, or the hardest thing that has that you've experienced by becoming an independent perfumer?
As far as what realm are we talking? That's the whole question. What realm? Like the promoting part can be kind of crazy because you want to get your name out there. You want to
Sure.
get your fragrance up. I had good experience and I had bad experiences with these people. But at the same time, I ran into a lot of great people when it came down to that realm of it. And we can get into the other part of the perfumery too. But as far as I can say is when Juicy J did my first review ever, I took off. I give it up to that guy every time I can because he didn't have to do that review. I posted it on my story today. That first ever review last year around this time. And the anniversary date for the company is coming up. So
Wow, I didn't
for the
realize that.
first, yeah, the anniversary date for my first two drops. Now I've been in business for 2 years, because I used to sell the decants. You know what I mean? But at the same time, me starting the actual making the fragrance company, you know, that took off last year.
That's so cool. I mean, I'm just so happy to hear that story too because you're probably building all this, you're buying stuff, you're investing in it. You don't know if it's going to pay off. Like you're hoping it is going to pay off. You enjoy it, right? But it's like, dang on, like am I gonna make some money out of this thing? And then to see that happen, I mean, that's beautiful. I'm just glad.
Well,
Shows that hard work and taking a chance matters. Still, you
at the
bet
end
on
of
yourself.
yeah, at the end of the day, me buying the materials and all that stuff, I never had to buy perfume again, especially with this. When my brain, what I got going on over here, I have a book that's a Bible. I call it the Bible. And I got multiple fragrances wrote down in it. It's like all different types of like formulas in here that's like wrote down in this book. And I got other books too as well. I don't have to, and ChatGPT cool too. You can
Oh
just,
yeah.
hey, what did this do, and how you built that, and what's this and that. You can build from that too if you want to do something fun. But me having the raw materials and all this stuff that I have, that I'm gonna keep that stuff. I'm never giving that up. I don't regret buying it. If it don't make money, it don't. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm gonna still make mine. I don't have to buy a fragrance again.
Henry, one of the things I love about your story, and I don't know, you may be, and this, I mean, this may be totally off base the way you see it, but the way that I see it, that I love about it is that you not only took a chance on yourself and something you were passionate in, but you were kind of dedicated to this lifelong learning. Like it didn't have to happen in a classroom. It didn't have to happen in a like you taught yourself how to do a lot of this by just having a passion to want to learn something new and want to do something cool. And you kind of and like I don't know, I just think about the impacts of that. Obviously I'm in higher education, right? So like that's just going to be something like I work for a college and like I love to see people do stuff like that, like that just take that initiative. Like I wish I could put that initiative that you had into like all these students that don't realize what God-given gifts they have, but they don't put that initiative into it. But it's like if I could somehow figure out a way to put that passion, that entrepreneurship spirit that you have in that love to want to keep learning. I think that is so positive. And I even think about your kids. I'm like, your kids seeing you do this, like, hey, dad can keep learning and try something new. Like, you know what I mean? Like and teach himself how to do something and start a business. Like that's so cool for your kids to be able to see that. And they're gonna probably remember that the rest of their lives about you doing this stuff. I think that's beautiful.
My wife almost made me cry the other day because she said she Googled me and she put me in ChatGPT. She said what she said. I am Henry L. Green's husband, and he owns a fragrance company. And ChatGPT broke down my whole story and said, "Oh, that's amazing. This, and that." She texted to me, and she showed it to me. She screenshot it, and I was like, "Wow."
That's cool.
I was in awe. I can be Googled now, and that's a wonderful feeling. And my kids, they watching this too, and it's kind of like, wow, to have a legacy, build some generational wealth, for them, and that's cool.
That's really cool, man. I love your story. I mean, everything about it. I mean, you just cannot. That's why I love the people that I hope the people on here will continue to support and will share. The best thing you can do to help support Henry and what he's trying to build is to share it with somebody else, right? Share that story out. Share a video. Go to his TikTok page and find one of the videos and repost it and share it out there for people to be exposed to it. I mean, that's one of the best things that you can do to help. Obviously, you can purchase something that would obviously be helpful as well. But definitely check things out and keep promoting him because we want to see good people in this business succeed. And we have so many good people that are in this space right now, and it's been fun. To be able to watch and support. That's what I love about this format too. I mean, this is going to be, we're recording this tonight, so this is going to be on YouTube, and you'll be able to go back and share it, put it on your website, do whatever you want, share it with people, and so they can hear the story and hear it directly from you. A couple fragrances we have not talked about. I don't think. I don't think we've talked too much about Divine Indulgence, and I don't think we've talked about Ooze. And I love Ooze because I love the story behind it and your fandom that also goes behind that. So those are two of them. I didn't know. Do you want to talk about one of those two? I'll let you pick.
We can talk about either one. Ooze, man, they got bergamot, saffron, neroli, cardamom. This is my favorite one because it reminds me of Ninja Turtles when I was a kid. I'm a big Ninja Turtle guy. I love them, man, and Yeah, I always have one somewhere around
Yeah,
here,
let's
but
say
I
you had one
saw
yesterday. I saw one. I saw one that wasn't too far from you.
yeah, I keep like I like keep them around. Like I don't know where it's at. Yeah, no, I ain't gonna grab it. But
That's all.
yeah, I usually keep them. I usually keep it close by, but I gotta make. Oh, let me show
Yeah, say,
you.
trust
I
me,
like.
they're there. Oh, there they go. There you go.
Yeah, I got the cup right there. But yeah, and it got some stuff. It got perfumery stuff in there.
Don't drink
Yeah,
that. Don't drink
so
that, Henry.
no, I won't. Gotta clean it for real. I really wouldn't drink it after I clean it, to tell you the truth. But but yeah, man. Yeah, I love the Ninja Turtles, man. This was part of my childhood. I still got my first one. The first Ninja Turtle I ever had. It was gifted to me from my mother. You know, so yeah, man.
And so my, I
That's
think
a
it's got matcha tea in it. It was kind of one of the primary
oh yeah, it
notes in
got
it,
matcha
right?
tea now. It does have matcha tea. I skipped that one, but yeah, matcha tea, and it got this. I added saffron to it as well, so it's a different feel now than the original TGRI ooze because I had to reformulate it because the previous batch it sold out and I wasn't gonna bring it back. But I wanted to bring it back and do something a little bit tad different with it to be more mass appealing, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, for sure it does.
So yeah, that's why I did that. And which other one we want to talk about?
Well, the other one I was thinking about was Divine Indulgence. You talked about it a little bit early on, but I don't think we really got into it. But that one is more. That's more of a unisex fragrance, isn't it?
Oh yeah, obviously. I took the DNA from Love Don't Be Shy, Killian's, okay, and I made it my own. I did my own thing with it, and it got the same notes from Killian's Love Don't Be Shy. This is the actual first, something I got off of something else to, sell. I don't usually do that, but I just try to step outside my box with this one and make something that's a little bit different and a little bit reminding you of something. So I don't usually do dupes or anything like that or flankers or whatever you call it. But this is the one that is like Love Don't Be Shy, but it's not Love Don't Be Shy. It does not smell like Love Don't Be Shy at all, but I got some of the DNA from it, to be honest. That's where the Chat GPT stuff came in.
Yeah, for sure.
You know,
Hey,
so, hey, how to do-
you take it a step further, man. Hey, that's the hey, we teach the same stuff, man. I mean, you take it, you make it better. I mean, that's I think that's what a lot of dupes and clones. I mean, inspired by is what I call them because they're not really dupes or clones, but they're inspirations based off that. And but you make them better, right? Like you fix usually something that's wrong with the original, and I think that's what's really cool about those.
Yeah, I think I made it a lot better. I think it lasts longer. I think the oil concentration is higher. It's more of an edge straight. That's what I usually do, edge straights, but these are it's just something I wanted to play with, you know. Um, if that makes sense to you, I just wanted to play with something.
WT's out here singing. He's singing your great your praises here too. But one thing we haven't talked about that I know that we talked about probably months ago on the phone, and we talked about how much you take seriously the fact that like, hey, people are spraying this stuff on their skin, and you do a lot of like you really care about the products that you use and making sure that everything's safe and everything's compliant. And I want to give you a chance to talk about that a little bit for those of people that maybe aren't as familiar with your fragrances. I know because you mentioned it within the first 5 minutes how important that is to you, and so I wanted to give you a chance to talk about that a little bit.
You have to be knowledgeable of what you're doing before you even try to do it, right? So yeah, I'm OSHA approved. To own my business, I had to get permits to even make perfumes and to be able to sell perfumes that I make myself. What hence me to start putting in on the back of my fragrances, FDA, you know what I'm saying,
Mhm.
approval sticker. So if you're in perfumery, you know what I'm talking about. Most people probably wouldn't understand where I'm going with that, but the dilution matters when you're building the fragrance from raw materials. So I take pride in it, and I make sure nobody gets hurt by me making anything because I got a lot of different aldehydes that I'm using that you use too much of that and you don't go by a formula or you just get up here and just start thinking you're gonna do droplets of this and droplets of that, then you're wrong. I mean, I tell people that all the time, but
And
At the same time,
you can't take it back out. Like, when you're trying to create something new and you, like, put it in the mix, it's like, there's it's not like you can undo what you put in it, right? So it's like that's money too when you're trying to come up with fragrance.
trust me, I poured out big batches before because it actually burned my eyes. And I had to pour it out. Ain't no diluting that. You know what I mean? You can go back and say, "Oh, I can fix it," but some things just can't be fixed. Once you don't weigh your formula correctly, or like Hemi does, he dilutes. If you don't dilute that the correct way, and I think Hemi's doing a great job over there. If you don't dilute the correct way, you're gonna hurt somebody or yourself.
Yep.
So that's why we wear our gloves. That's why we wear our coats when we're doing stuff. Sometimes we wear the coat. I wear a coat. I don't know about him, man, but I like the coat. So,
You
but
should. It
that's why
works.
we wear. Yeah, that's why we wear our gloves, man. And sometimes we have to use eye protection too. It depends on what we're doing. If we trying to, heat something up to a flash point or whatever you call it. So
He
that's just
nah.
how.
He was like, "Nah, I don't wear the coat." Yeah, you should wear the coat. It's a good look. You should get the coat. You should get a coat, my guy. We need to get you one of those. Coat makes him feel smart. He is smart, WT. Watch it. Watch it. So I got a question about the fragrance community. So we talked a little bit about, and you kind of mentioned this a little bit about where we get things right. We've got a lot of supporters on here that have supported you from the very beginning and have been really supportive. And then you've got other people out there too, right? That are that are just kind of in this thing for the wrong reason. They just kind of want to tear people down or whatever it is. And I guess what I'm asking is, where do we get this thing right, and what do we need less of in the fragrance community?
Um, we need less of people getting mad because somebody else want to smell a certain way. I guess I'm hearing that a lot. I've dipped away from people, and honestly, in the beginning, I wanted to quit. To be totally, completely honest with you guys, I did want to quit. I did want to stop. I wanted to end my business. I cried with my wife, man, saying, "I just want to stop, man. I'm tired." Because it seemed like people want to tear you down, and even Blake came along and gave me some inspiration. Told me, "Nah, you're not gonna quit." He told me that, and that's why that guy's so genuine. That's why I like him. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
It's
yeah.
not because of what he's doing over there, this, and that. I like him as a person. He's one of the people that said, "Nah, you ain't quitting, man. This shit don't never stop." You know, lately, when I wanted to quit again, here come Hemi. "Nah, bro, you need to get in the lab." I got out the lab actually for about 2 months. I
Wow.
stopped for like 2 months. I stopped making anything. Depression can kill a person, y'all. So you don't see me a lot. Maybe I was depressed, maybe I still am, but you never knew now because I got out of that funk. A lot of people helped me out of that. And that's why I cling on to Hemi, WT. I still go on Blake's Live and show love. The people that's been there for me, you know who you are. If I don't say your name, don't get mad at me. But the people that actually know, that talk to me on the phone, Alex, if he's in here, Alex one of them. These people, Alex is new to the scene, so people don't really know him like that. But this one guy named Alex, he's cool too. Got a few other young guys that's on me. These people helped me in a time where I needed that help, that motivation, that drive to, keep going and not in my business, not stop what I'm doing, not dip off of here. Cause I was on my way there.
I love that
But
it's supported, man. I love that. I love that. I mean, that's what it takes. I think that's what I found too. Oh, you got another one there? Is that Jay Wavy?
yeah, Jay Wavy came by my house, but he don't know about all that part. That's the thing. But Jay Wavy still was like, he's still like, man, he pumping me up real big. Yeah, I just met Jay Wavy too.
That's good, man. I mean, that's what it takes, man. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad that people are doing that, and you're listening to them, and not so much of the haters that are out there, because there's always going to be haters. But I think that I'm just glad when I see people come together to help support somebody. And that's the thing I also love about your story, brother, is that you have been so honest about like mental health and about the how important it is, and how sync can help with that, and how you've struggled with that, and how you've come through that throughout your life. And I just love how open you are about that, because I think it really matters, and it helps for people to hear that from people to be strong and say, you know what, yeah, I did struggle, I did go through some depression, and you know what, I came out of it because of the people were around me and were helping me and were there to support me, or you know, my family was there, or I, you know, I've got some help and I talked to somebody or whatever it might be that they got people through it. But I love that you're open and honest about it. I think that's what we need more of. And you never know who you're helping just by being honest about it.
Right, right. I mean, it's always a way out of it. You know, it's always a different outlet. So that's the only thing I can really say about it because I've been through a lot, went through the mud in my life.
Yep.
And like I tell people, like I say this a lot, if you don't support me, either way it go, I'm gonna get it out the mud. So, and it's not even, I don't even want to call it support, but at the same time with people that buy my fragrances, people that's there doing what they're doing to help build this fragrance franchise. Your family, you got something that's a part of me inside of your home right now. And you're not supporting me, you're being a part of my family. You're being a part of the Verde Fragrances, man, Henry Green's family right there. So that's a difference between that. And I got that from somebody that really made sense when they said that to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not supporters, man. They're family, dog. And that makes sense to me. So I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah, I love it. It's beautiful. So what you said you're working on some stuff now. So how many fragrances do you think this year you might end up launching it? Do you have an idea, or is it just kind of as things kind of are ready, they're ready, or what are you working towards?
I got one now that's spinning on the spinner. It's been macerating for a week so far. That is the Chosen Noir. I don't know when I'm gonna drop that though, to be honest. I'm working on it.
Sure.
It's it's at the great percentage. It's at a great percentage right now. Everything is fine, but the smell is like, I might not gonna dump it, I'm gonna let it sit. But at the same time, it's bergamot, red berries, raspberries, cherries, musk, sandalwood, vanilla, and cashmere. Hear me? Yes, I did it. I put a cashmere in now, but you ain't gonna really get the cashmere a lot. But
I
yeah,
love
I
it.
wanted that creamy. I wanted that creamy cashmere. So that one's gonna be the chosen Noir.
Those are some
Others,
good notes.
yeah, those are it's sweet. It's very, very sweet and fresh. So that's gonna come out, but I don't know when. I'm coming out with my own version of Santel 33. If y'all don't know, I've been working on that. I am working on my own version of Santel 33. This is the bottle for it, and I'm gonna be putting it together. I got a small batch. I got a small batch I did right here. Santel 33 without the pickles, just so y'all know.
Well, see, that's
Um,
what we all want. So I'm excited to hear that.
yeah, that's the only difference. It's not gonna have that pickle, like dry down or meated or whatever is going on with that. Cause I love Santel 33. Y'all know I love Santel 33 if you know me, but this is gonna be a different one.
Yeah,
So we gonna put it together.
it's hard with that price too, but I tell you, there's so many people I know that would love to have a version of that that didn't smell like pickles and that worked well. I mean, shoot, that's gonna. And I guess that takes me to another question that I love about. It's kind of a statement and a question, but I love what you're doing because your fragrances. I think they teeter that line really well with being mass appealing, but also challenging you, not challenging in a bad way, but helping you develop your nose in a little bit different sense. Like, I think that that's what's so good about yours. Most of the time, I find that things are either so basic and they're so crowd pleasing that they're kind of like boring. And sometimes they're so funky and like out there that they're like way too challenging. Like, I couldn't pull them off. Yours are like this beautiful balance of being on one, like pretty mass pleasing, but then also helping you expand your palate, your your nose a little bit in a different direction. So I don't know if that's intentional, but that's the way I would kind of describe your sense.
Yeah, it is intentional. The olfactory matters. You know what I'm saying? So, um, I gotta make things mass appealing at the same time. I want you to feel the vibe of my fragrances. I'm not just trying to say that to make you guys buy something from me, but that's what I want you to do is just feel the vibe of my fragrances. If you know somebody got some, ask them to send you a sample so you can see what you want. That's fine with me. But at the same time, I made a very reasonable discovery.
You really have. I mean, it really is. I mean, just they should just try them.
I dropped my price for a reason, just so you guys can be able to try them out. Don't be like, "Oh, that's expensive, this and that." But you're gonna get 8 fragrances really, because I'm throwing stuff in there as people buy, as people go to my, my decimal come. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Um, that's the best way to explain. Like, grab it. The people that got it, you haven't heard not one person really say nothing bad about anything I've dropped.
No.
So.
Speaking of that decimal place, here it is. Make sure you guys go visit this. Established in 2014. You can see how to spell it right there. Make sure that you go check that out. And again, lots of things to look at. Really affordable too. I mean, I think that's the other thing. I mean, you talk about for a niche independent perfumer to be able to get 30 mils for between $40 and $50. Very affordable. And then even this new one you're dropping that's got some very expensive ingredients in it with WT. I mean, $65 for a collab fragrance that's got some really expensive ingredients in it, and one that you worked on for so long. That's still in the niche perfumery world very affordable. So, that as well as I do. I mean, you see some of these bottles. I mean, some of these designers going for some crazy numbers. So this stuff's affordable and it's quality. So definitely check it out. There's a lot to see here and a lot that you can look through to see. So yeah, definitely check it out and give it a good look. And like I said, that sample set, I think it's up here somewhere in it. Where's that at?
It says multiverse. You can go back to the main page.
Main page.
It's the bottle right there.
Oh, there it is, right here.
Go up. No, 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 go up.
Oh, oh, oh.
Not that one. That's new. That's new actually. That's the travel bottles. That's it right there. I just got those bottles there for it, make it look good.
Oh
Just
yeah,
so
yeah.
y'all, this is
Yeah.
what you get.
Yes, I mean,
But you got
$25 for 7 2 mil bottles. I mean, that's come on, that's not. I mean, I mean, everybody should be picking that up tonight. I mean, to be able to smell these, to be able to try these. I mean, these are some good fragrances, and I know you're going to find something you're going to like in this collection. There's no doubt about it.
I
No,
mean, I will. I know you guys will. There's gonna be at least something for you in this collection, like in my discovery, my multiverse, and I always throw extra stuff in there, y'all. If you know, you know. Everybody that gets something, like I'm making sure you get the full feel of everything, especially some things I'm coming out with. I want to get your opinions on stuff. If you do buy something from me, inbox me, tell me what's going on. Galaxy Atmosphere is a different feel, it's a different vibe than anything I've created. And yes, I'm still paying a firm for the tier rose, the tier flower. Yeah, that's still being paid for with a firm. I've used most of it.
yeah.
It's not a lot that comes with that too. So yeah, y'all know. If you know, you know.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it's good stuff. It's going to be. I can't wait. I mean, I can't wait to smell it. I mean, I know that, yeah, and I think if I remember correctly, it's pre-sale today. But I know it's also you're waiting. I think bottles are coming in. I think, and so that'll be the step you'll be waiting for. So if people do pick up a bottle, do we have an estimated time frame of when they think they might get it? Are we looking at about a month or less, or what are we thinking?
No, no, no. Yes, I wouldn't do a pre-order unless it's at least 2 weeks out or a week out before I
Okay,
get my bottles.
right.
And I love fast shipping, so I'm gonna be on these people that's shipping this to me ass, just so you guys know. At the same time, like I said, man, I love to ship out stuff very quick, very, very fast.
You definitely
Um,
do. I remember when you sent me the sample set originally, we talked on the phone, and I think I got that daggone thing. It may have been within 48 hours. I got it from where you are all the way to Indiana. It was quick. So you were on
I'm waiting. Yeah, I don't like waiting, so why make you wait? You know.
it.
Um,
I love that because that's another thing you bring. You bring a consumer perspective to this too, right? Like you're a consumer of fragrances too, and you know what ticks people off when they're trying to buy stuff.
yeah, man, Joma Stop can kiss my, you know what? Yeah, I don't like them, and I'm not gonna hide it.
Yeah.
You
Them
know
and the
what I'm saying?
parfums, they both of them.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, man, I just, if you're gonna get something from me, I gotta get it out. And these bottles should be here next week, you guys, just so you know, the bottles should be here next week. It's a split shipment, so I'm getting two different things in this here. Hey, I looked at it, it's really not a delay. I think I'll get this here, WT. Um, Oh,
Oh,
2 days yours.
yeah, 2 day the sample. Yeah, you got it to him quick. That's what he was saying. You got it to him real quick. His
Oh,
sample.
yeah. Oh, yeah, he got it real fast. I think I sent it off Wednesday, he got it Saturday. Oh,
I,
yeah.
I love it. Well, Meredith, I can't wait for you to smell it. You'll definitely you need to pre-order you a bottle, and we'll. I tell you, I know these two guys well enough to know it's going to be quality. It's going to be good. So it's. I know WT wouldn't put his name behind it, and I know, and I surely know Henry wouldn't have made it if it didn't. So he wouldn't have
Wouldn't
released
put
it if
it
it didn't
out.
smell good.
Yeah, if it was trash, I wouldn't even put it out there. Thank you, Antonio. That's my friend, y'all. That's my friend, Antonio. How you doing, bro?
It's awesome.
Thank you for coming in, man. Thank you for coming in.
That's support, man. That's what's so beautiful about all this. That's what all of this stuff. Well, we are about to our hour time slot, but I want to give you kind of the last word, Henry, on anything you want to talk about, man. Anything we didn't cover, anything you want to talk about the brand. I obviously want to tell people to check it out. I want you to get a discovery set. I want you to go out there and if you haven't, I don't know, since we've been on here, I don't know Galaxy Atmosphere. I mean, I know we had about half of the bottles already sold in the pre-order, so hopefully, there's still some left, but definitely you don't have much time on that. So I wouldn't waste too much time before you secure your bottle there. But definitely, I want you to check out and support Henry and what he's doing. I really believe in his what he's doing and who he is and kind of I mean, I don't know. I get a good sense. I get a good read of people and doing this, right? When I talk to different people and I've talked to Henry now, it's been months. I mean, we were on the phone call one day when we were both working and we were kind of just catching up with each other. And I believe me, I get a good vibe on who the good people are in this business and who the the snake oil salesmen are. Henry's good people, and he is a guy that is going to continue to do amazing things, and I will be supporting every step of the way, and I hope that others will join me in that as well. But Henry, what do you want to talk about?
I don't have much to say, but at the same time, man, I want to say thank you to everybody that's been in my corner. It hasn't been easy, and you know it, but everybody that's been in my corner, trust me, in the long run, it's gonna be great. So I gotta keep it pumping. I gotta keep doing what I'm doing, and I'm gonna keep bringing what I'm bringing to y'all. It's all gonna be quality. It's never gonna be commercialized. So let's keep doing this. And I love you guys, man. Appreciate
Well, we love you,
it.
man. And like I said, this will be available for anybody who's just coming in the room and you're like, daggone, I missed this great interview, this hour-long interview with Henry. Don't you worry, we've recorded it, and it's going to be on the Tube of the U tomorrow. Just search Dean of Sense on YouTube. You can find my channel there. You can subscribe there and get all the interviews from every week. We're here every Wednesday at 10 o'clock Eastern Time. I will do much better at confirming the time. I apologize again to you for thank you so much for hopping on early and making this happen. But I really just can't thank all of you enough in the chat for all your support and for all that you do to support independent perfumers and just the love that you show in this community. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, appreciate y'all.
So what are you gonna do to
I
celebrate now?
really
What are you doing next there, Mr. Henry? You got
What today?
yeah.
Oh shit, I'm waiting to get the fuck up off
Yeah,
here.
I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I was waiting. I was waiting for it. I have it in I have it in a glass. Yeah, yeah.
Got water right here. We ain't even drinking for this interview, y'all.
Well, brother, I'm so proud of you. I'll quit talking good about you because I know you hate it, but I do enjoy it. Keep doing your thing. We'll keep talking, and we'll the Henry, yeah, the Henny, not the Henry, the Henny.
Yeah, there we go. This is going.
We're signing off before things get real crazy. Guys, thanks so much for being here tonight. We will see you soon. Check out Verde Fragrances, and you guys have a great night. Take care, everybody.
Peace.